Hey, it's been a while. I haven't made a YouTube video in what feels like forever, but I'm really excited to be back. I've been really focusing on creating my Zen home office space. I've been making desk setup and home office content for over 3 years now and really sharing how my space really inspires me to do my creative projects. I find a lot of inspiration in my surroundings and what's around me, and it really helps me channel my creativity and also make me feel really zen, cozy, and always inspired. So I'm really excited to introduce to you my 2024 Zen home office space, and I can't wait to share with you guys how I use this space in my daily rituals. Let's go. My space can be described with 3 words. It's warm, earthy, and zen. I make sure to fill my space with a lot of ambient lighting, plants, and greenery, and also keeping it distraction-free, because I really believe that a clear space leads to a clear mind. My desk is a solid maple wood standing desk, and it's from Ergonomic. I personally love maple wood because it has a really soft and creamy look to it. So above the desk, I added 2 Zen maple floating shelves, which really ties the whole desk setup together. I use the standing function pretty often because I always try to incorporate gentle movements throughout my day. These are just simple stretches that I try to do every 30 minutes or so. I only do it for a few seconds. So there's this wrist extension stretch that I found has really helped my wrist health. So there's actually another stretch that I learned. It's really simple. You just take your arms and raise them above your head. So this one's really important because if we're at our desks all day, our arms never go above our head. Back then, we were always reaching things from high up. Do it for a few seconds. It honestly doesn't take that long to implement these healthy habits into your workflow. So in my workflow, I actually use a PC and a MacBook, which I keep to the right side of my desk. They're both hooked up to my monitor, which is the Samsung Viewfinity S9, and it allows me to seamlessly switch between my PC and my Mac, which I use often in my workflow. This monitor is really sleek. It has 5K resolution and it's Pantone validated, which really helps me as a designer. It comes with a 4K webcam that magnetically attaches to the back of the monitor, which is perfect when I take Zoom calls for meetings. Sometimes I like to rotate my monitor so it's in the vertical position because this really helps, especially when I'm editing short form videos. I've attached a Philips Hue monitor light to the back of my monitor and to the back of my desk to create this really beautiful glowing ambient light effect. This, along with the little lights that I turn on my shelves, really help reduce eye strain and create this warm and cozy effect, especially at nighttime. It makes me feel so calm and peaceful. The tiny ambient lights that you see on my shelves is the Zen light, and my boyfriend and I designed this light inspired by Japanese shoji lanterns. So during the day when I want to fill my space with chill focus music, I use these Sonos speakers to the left and right of my desk. But since I work in a joint home office, I wear my Bose QC Ultra Wireless headphones, which are really comfortable and they sound really nice. When I'm working, I like to keep my Spotify playlists open when I prop up my phone on my MagSafe charger stand. This is the Zen MagSafe charger stand that I actually designed and create at my studio. This phone stand is really great to keep your phone away, but at the same time within reach in case of emergencies. I like to set my phone to standby mode so that I can preview the time, and I also like to set different focus modes so that I can control the notifications that I receive. This has really allowed me to practice digital minimalism, and I have a whole video on that subject that I'll link in the description below. On my desk is the Cozyleigh desk mat, and these are handmade desk mats from my studio. The desk mat is double-sided, so you can use the matte side, which is really durable, perfect for writing, and you can use the wool side, which is made out of a soft merino wool, which is really soft and perfect for delicate work. My desk mat really adds structure and organization to my desk, functionality, and protection. It also magnetically integrates with different accessories such as the Zen MagSafe charger stand. This is my mouse. I actually used to be a trackpad user, but ever since discovering this mouse from Logitech, I have been just a mouse user for a couple years now. It's extremely comfortable, has improved my ergonomics, and it has all the buttons that I need to get my work done. I use this custom-made granite wrist rest, which adds to the Zen theme, and I love the aesthetic of it. It allows my wrists to be in the proper position when typing over the keyboard, because your wrists are supposed to be hovering over the keyboard, and you're not really supposed to lean your wrists on your desk, which can cause a lot of strain. This is my earthy mechanical keyboard, and it makes working and typing at my desk a lot more enjoyable. It is the Mode Loop TKL, and the keycaps are the ones that I actually designed last year to fit my earthy and Zen theme, and they are the Zen keycaps that I made in partnership with Isume. My sister, artist My Sweet Chubs, illustrated the novelties on this keycap set, and she included tea, plants, and all the things that make me feel Zen. The wallpaper on my monitor is also illustrated by my sister, and it's the Zen Flower Shop wallpaper that ties my whole space together, and it fits perfectly. My monitor rests on a desk shelf. This is the Zen desk shelf, which has 2 compartments below. In the left shelf, I keep my iPad mini, and I always keep it charged with a USB-C cable that runs through. I also keep some notebooks in my desk shelf, and I always use these notebooks daily. I have a notebook where I write my intentions for the week, and I have a notebook that just acts as my personal self-development journal. I like to write down the things that I've learned that week, especially from my readings, because I've been trying to read a lot more this year. Writing my learnings down really helps me reinforce what I've learned and inspires me to apply those teachings into my daily life. On top of my desk shelf, I include a few personal touches: a lotus incense holder, a crane ceramic, and a Totoro music box. A common theme that I like to add to my interior design is this notion of balanced asymmetry, which is why to the right of my desk shelf I have a matching peonese incense holder, another crane ceramic, and I also have this pen holder. This is where I keep all of my pens and my highlighters. And I also keep my monitor remote in here, which I use pretty often for adjusting screen brightness and switching between my Mac and PC. While working, I'm always making sure to have proper ergonomics. I use a foam footstool under my feet so that my legs are at the proper 90-degree angle while sitting at my chair. My chair is the Steelcase gesture chair, and this chair really moves with my body. It supports me in all the right ways and allows me to focus more on what I'm doing versus how I'm sitting. So I'd say in 2024, this Zen bookshelf is the newest addition to my home office. I actually designed it with my boyfriend Tristan, and he made this in our workshop. So this is actually inspired by Japanese woodworking. There's actually no nails in this bookshelf. It's all just solid wood. We're so happy with how it turned out. I think it really completes this corner of my home office space, and it has all the things that make me really, really happy. So in particular, this is the book that I've been reading since the beginning of the year, and this book has really inspired me to take a look at how I'm living my life. I think with so many things around us and the hustle and bustle culture, I think it can be really easy to lose your sense of purpose. So I highly recommend reading this book. It's a really easy read, and it has really made me reflect a lot on why I'm doing what I'm doing and what is my purpose. Next to my books, I have this Zen garden set. I'm not the best at it, but it really teaches me to slow down and really have fun with it. So here are the different tools that it comes with, and you can create your own Zen garden. But yeah, little things like this on my bookshelf give me so much peace and make me feel really Zen. This is my teapot that I like to brew oolong tea in, and this is a ceramic teacup that I actually got when I visited Beijing a few years ago. So on nights where I want to unwind by drinking tea, I'll take this off of my bookshelf and bring it to my desk and brew myself some really refreshing oolong tea. Over here I have a really beautiful ceramic pot, and my sister actually gifted this to me for my birthday last year. I haven't found the right plant for it yet, but I really love ceramics just on their own. So I think this one really reminds me of jade, which I really like. I think it's really pretty. You'll always see in my videos that I'm wearing my jade necklace. I've been wearing this since I was little, but I really believe it gives me strength and makes me feel really connected to my inner self. At first, I wasn't really sure what plants to put on my bookshelf. I originally put a pothos plant, but it was way too cluttered and I felt like it didn't really fit the vibe, so I added this Hoya. So this Hoya is really pretty. A few times a year it actually sprouts little flowers that look like dumplings. Oh, and my sister actually made this ceramic. This is actually her plant, but I really like it here. And of course, here is our Zen light, and this is in the color olive. I think that it really fits the theme of the bookshelf. I've been meaning to add this plant to my bookshelf. This is an orchid, and I actually put it in this really beautiful pink pot. I find that plants really help me stay in the present because they're always changing. You can't stop that. You can't just pause it. So I think it reminds me to be present, take care of myself, and find some calm in the chaos. So I put it in this really beautiful planter, and I think she's really beautiful. One of the most important things you can do for yourself in your workflow is to stay hydrated. So I always make sure to have a drink at my workstation, and I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite mugs. So when I'm working, I always love drinking matcha or coffee or flower teas. So these are normally the mugs that I use, and I always get questions about what mugs I use. And these are from OU Goods, and they're actually inspired by nature, which I really love. So this one is inspired by forests, and this beautiful ceramic is inspired by white beaches. And the aesthetic of these mugs are my absolute favorite. I think they're really beautiful. So I always get asked questions about this mug in particular because it has a matching coaster. So this coaster is really nice because it acts as a lid also, and the way it fits is perfect. So you guys always say that it's really satisfying in my videos. These cups are also stackable, and these are one of my favorite mugs and one of the very first in my mug collection. This mug and the coaster is from Hasami Porcelain. And lastly, this is my Ember mug. So this is in the color Sandstone, which is really beautiful and zen. So it actually has a little charging station that I keep under my desk shelf. So when I'm not using it, I'll just tuck it under here. But when I am using it, I'll pull it out, and my Ember mug charges on this little station. And it's really nice because I actually can control the temperature of my drinks on the Ember app. So right now it knows that my mug is empty, but you can actually change the temperature, and you can also set the temperature of the mug to different drink presets. So there's one for latte, black tea, green tea. I enjoy drinking from the Ember mug on days that are really busy and I don't really have a lot of time to just really slowly sip my drink. Those are normally days where there's just a lot of things to get done and I might forget to drink my drink. So just keeping my drink warm in my Ember mug is really helpful. That being said, let's make a matcha latte. I've been really enjoying warm lattes because it's still winter time, but in the summertime, I definitely like my iced drinks. But for now, let's make a really nice hot matcha latte. Drinking out of ceramic mugs like this that are handmade, they just bring me so much joy in my day. this wraps up my home office tour. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and joining me as I take you along my Zen home office space. I feel so calm in this space and always inspired and ready to create. This space is where I started my business and where I've been able to pursue my passions and make a reality out of it. I think that it's really important to find a calmness within the chaos of today's world, and this space is how I try to do that for myself. I have a lot of memories in this space, and I'm sure you guys too if you've been watching my videos all these years. I think that my space has definitely evolved as my career has evolved. I started off as a software engineer, just doing coding work, and now I've pursued my passion of being a designer and just a visionary. I love bringing my ideas to life and making these videos for all of you to enjoy. I really hope that this video provides some value to you. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm so excited to make my next video, which I'm thinking will be about my work from home morning ritual routine and how rituals have really saved me. So if this video topic sounds interesting to you, be sure to let me know in the comments below and feel free to share your thoughts about anything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay cozy and I'll see you in the next one.